Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your love and romance reading for the time of Venus in Gemini, including its retrograde that we are currently in right now for 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am glad to have you here at the channel. If you are brand new, I'm so glad you stopped by, and if you are returning, thank you as well. And if you have not yet done so, I always do invite you to reach out, hit that subscribe button and join the dragon family. Also do give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy this content. Always the first few quick notes is before I start any reading is that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Virgo out there, so just keep that in mind. You know, take what makes sense from it and leave the rest to another Virgo out there. This will also be corresponding mostly to Virgo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Virgo cross watchers are welcome to join us today as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would you like a little more information on the card decks that I use in any of my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all that info is down below in the description box, guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This is a very intense time for both. I would say that the two signs that are really going to be experiencing the most challenging and also energizing aspects of this time of Venus moving through the sign of Gemini are going to be you, Virgo, and your opposite sign is Pisces. So both of you are definitely going to be feeling this one a lot more intensely. Venus is our planet that rules love, relationships, friendships, partnerships, all kinds of ships, you know, all of our connections one-on-one with each other. It also does rule the way we behave, you know, socially, you know, with lots of groups of people. It's also how we spend our money. It's also, you know, is tied into our value structure. Venus is the ruler of Libra and Taurus, so that tells you a little bit about the way they are too. So, you know, when it's moving through Gemini, it started on April 4th. And then it went retrograde on May 13th. So that means it's, you know, going backward relative motion to the Earth. Then it's going to go direct on June 25th. Then it goes out of Gemini on August 8th. So it will be moving into Cancer at that time. The reason that it is more challenging and energizing for you, Virgo, is because it does create that 90-degree square to your sign. And that is definitely always going to feel more challenging, more friction, more conflict is potential. But I believe this is really important for you guys right now, because you and also Pisces, your balancing sign, you both are very gentle, very giving, very loving, modest, and kind of self-effacing. So it's like sometimes you sort of push things under the rug that, you know, you really need, you really want from a relationship, and you don't get what you really need. You're helping everyone else before ever helping yourself a lot of the time. And so I think that, you know, the fact that Venus is in Gemini, Gemini has to do with our communication, the way we talk, the way we express ourselves. And so it's time for all of us to get very clear and really rework our communication and how we talk and what we express to each other. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start with a card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle that's going to be the keyword or the key theme for you and your partner or potential partner, because this will be for both singles, couples, people that are on the outs with each other or separated. It can all be, you know, under this reading. So again, just take it as it resonates. Let's go ahead and start. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Virgo. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session and bring through clear, accurate messages that are meant for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, so Virgo, wow, like what, this is very online with what I was thinking about, you know, is that there's big transformations. This is the key word, this is the key theme of whatever your relationship status or situation is. There's a huge transformation and rebirth going on, and that is honestly, like, that applies to whether you are, you know, in a new relationship, in an established relationship. Maybe you're leaving a relationship that wasn't good for you and you're transforming out of that. You know, or if you're single, it's like the way that you're seeing relationships is changing and growing. So let's look at a card that represents your energy at this time as we go through Venus in Gemini. Oh, yes. So Virgo, like I said, this is the one of the most challenged signs with this Venus in Gemini. And the Tower, I don't know, I'd really call it so much. It can be a sign of challenge, but the Tower is really, to me, the hand of the divine coming in and really, you know, pulling down an old negative structure that has outlived its use in your life. And that, of course, can be, you know, mental constructs, emotional habits, and routines. Yeah, it's very shocking energy, right? You know, you have the lightning bolt in that card, and then, you know, you have that collapse of the structure. You know, this is Mars energy. It's a little bit Uranus. So to me, it's action. It's unpredictable energy, but it's definitely a sign that, you know, whatever is happening, Spirit is orchestrating that. You can't second guess it. And the energy coming from your partner or potential partner is the Devil, which, you know, kind of says a lot. You know, this could be somebody that really hasn't been behaving appropriately in your life, somebody that hasn't been doing right by you. This could also be a bit of a workaholic kind of personality, because this is Capricorn energy that comes through with the Devil. It really points to things where addictions could be a factor, any kind of obsessive behavior, jealousy, negativity, oppression, because there's a little bit of that feeling of being chained to something, usually to a habit or a negative routine with the Devil. So, you know, it's if this is you, you know, breaking out of something, that makes a lot of sense. Also, it could just be that you're coming to grips with some things that maybe have hardened into difficult, you know, situations or routines and habits that you've developed with your partner. So big transformations are on the horizon here for you, Virgo. So let's get into some more tarot. Let's get some more details on this. I'm going to be pulling from the Tarot of Dreams today for your spread. And let's get into how you feel about this relationship, or past relationship maybe, or potential relationship for my single Virgos out here. We'll see what this is making you feel. How are you viewing it right now? Okay, so Virgo, this is what you are feeling, is that you're really very focused on definite stability, manifesting the best thing that it can be. So even if things are not perfect, even if things are really challenging right now, it's like you have a mind's eye to saying, I want to make this better. I want the whole, you know, happy home, the stable structure, you know, everything coming together, having enough money in the bank, the whole thing to fuel those dreams. So, you know, whatever your situation is, whether you're single and this is what you're feeling and what you're looking for in a relationship, that's very, very strong. And also I would say that if you are someone who is wanting, you know, a second chance or reconciliation, you are coming with a very strong vision to the table. It is crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. So guys, this is a beautiful combination. For me, this tells me that if things have not been good, they are looking up with the Wheel of Fortune coming in there, and you're definitely looking up. You're really changing your perspective and your outlook, because you're saying, you know what, even if it hasn't been good in the past, I want it to be good. That 10 of coins is your energy, Virgo. That is Mercury, and that is Virgo energy. It's very, very strongly aligned to you. So whether, you know, you are working on something that is needing to be fixed, whether it's a new relationship or whether you're single, you are bringing a very positive attitude to the table. That is how you feel when you look at it, no matter what you're looking at. It's like either this has got to be brought up to a higher vibration, to what's in line with my highest and best, Or, you know, you might be walking along, and if you're single, that's definitely the kind of energy you want to bring to something that's new. So let's look into your partner or potential partner's feelings about the relationship dynamic here. All right, so they might be, you know, might be dealing with an air sign right off the bat, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because we do have the King of Swords here. So there is a very intellectual, emotionally cool energy. The King of Swords is very much about the intellect, makes decisions out of the rational mind and the logical mind, you know, but they're kind of looking at this very coolly, and this might be really causing some conflict because in a lot of ways they're, you know, they're bringing a lot of frustration to the table. Like whatever is bothering them right now, it's like they tend to take it out on you, and it's not very nice because, you know, the swords is that, you know, it's that communication energy, it's air energy, which is what we're dealing with Venus and Gemini. And normally, you know, the kings are pretty solid. It's like, even if he's emotionally cool, he has a pretty good head on his shoulders. But you add that Five of Wands in, there's the conflict, there's the challenge and the friction like I was talking about. And so you might feel like every time they come towards you, it's almost like it can't help but start a fight or start an argument of some kind. Even if it's not like a big blow up, there's just this feeling of tension in the air that you can't quite put your finger on. You know, they could be taking this out on you, you know, things that are bothering them inside instead of like dealing with it within themselves. But that's kind of what the partner or potential partner is bringing to the table right now, which is not nearly as nice as what you're bringing, Virgo. And honestly, you know how I feel about this. When Venus is in retrograde, it's not very productive to argue too much in a relationship. It's better to have, you know, diplomatic, courteous, civil, polite, you know, conversations. It's so much more productive. You know, but definitely because Venus is going backwards, we are reviewing a lot of things about our relationships, and that includes all the things that we don't like as well as the things that we do like. So let's see, what is the positives? What are the things that are good? What are the things that are, you know, a positive sign, or things that you actually enjoy about this relationship? What are the pros, please? Okay, guys, so right now, hate to say, there's not feeling a whole lot of the pros. You're more focused on the things that aren't working, because this Four of Cups, look at that. He's sitting there with those 3 cups on the ground. There's the one up in the air, and he's kind of going, you know what, if I only had that missing piece, that missing cup, things would just be so much better. So you could be kind of unfulfilled. You could feel kind of taken for granted here, or you may be taking the partner for granted. They may feel that way as well. But somehow or another, there's a lot of heartache. There just is. There's a lot of, you know, maybe unexpressed emotions here, unexpressed feelings. Because, you know, that Three of Swords, that is the heartache card. And it's also, you know, because it's swords, this, to me, it works in the mental body. Even though the traditional Three of Swords is the swords in the heart, to me it's more like swords in the head, too, because, you know, it's like the swords are that air element. They're the mental element. So it's like these are things that haven't been spoken, and that's a lot of the time why we feel really sad, is because there's things that we wanted to say. There's things that we regret not having said, or maybe that we did say. So I'm going to do like my friend Ramblin' Mike. I'm going to shake those cards, those swords right out of my Virgo's heart. We don't want those in there. But, you know, guys, I'll never sugarcoat a reading with you, and you know that. But yeah, that is a challenge. That's a real challenge, because when you get cards like that, you know, in the positive area, there's definitely some blockages. There's definitely some heartaches that need to be addressed before any movement can be made or anything can go forward. Remember that Three of Swords, even though there's that heartache about, look, that symbol for Libra and the symbol for Saturn. So there's a lot of work that has to be done literally to balance things out, for fairness to be restored, because you may be feeling, Virgo, that they were not very fair to you, right? That was just a lack of fairness. So So that is very much what needs to come up. You must use your own judgment. Don't ever take a reading from anyone in, place of your own judgment. But it's really up to your situation. If you just feel like you have to walk away from something, then you have to walk away from it. If it can be fixed, then both of you got to work at it. So let's see what the challenges are. What are the blockages that have to be worked through? I think we already saw some of that, but let's ask Spirit for the proper blockage here. What is the main challenge? And look at that. I think that just confirms what we were already saying about balance and justice. Justice is the Libra card, and we had that Libra energy from the Three of Swords as well. So to me, balance, equality, harmony, fairness. There has to be reciprocity restored, because Virgo, like I said at the beginning, you give so much, and a lot of the time you don't get what's coming to you at all. And it's like, I know you guys don't like to ask for it because you're just not like that. You're not that demanding that way. But you do need the love in return that you give out so freely. I do think for some of you guys out there, of course this won't resonate with everyone, but for a lot of you, there is a work in progress here. You have that Six of Wands coming up over top of that. So for those Virgos who are in the situation where you're trying to work something out, where balance and fairness needs to be restored, there is a victory here. And I think that that victory comes whether you stay in it, whether you walk away. But for many Virgos, I would absolutely recommend, if you're in a couple that you really, both of you, either, maybe both or one or two of both of you made mistakes, right? And it's like, and if you have that, energy and the love is still there and you really want to work it out, I totally would recommend, like a couples counseling or therapy, because, that Libra energy is that of the counselor, of the diplomat, right? And there is that success energy around that. So it's like if you move towards that, it's very, very positive for some of you out there. So let's go ahead and let's pull a few more cards. Let's get your best approach to this. Yes. Oh, so Virgo, 2 pages. Page of Wands came out for the best approach, and this is fresh new beginnings, fresh new energy, Aries, fire sign kind of energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Mostly Aries, though, with this page of Wands, because to me, this is like the beginning of springtime, right? And it's also messages. So, this could be for my single Aries, this could be brand new relationship starting. For Aries that are trying to sorry, not Aries, for Virgos that are trying to reconcile, this could be the, like falling in love all over again. And, for those who are in something that's already pretty balanced and stable, this is like fresh new energy coming in. On top of that, we have the Page of Swords. This can be fresh new ideas, brand new communication, which is very, very favored right now. Also keep in mind, guys, Page of Wands energy, it's very youthful. Some of you may definitely feel either that you are dealing with somebody who is actually younger than you, or just a little more emotionally immature. So just be patient with that, Virgo. But that's up to you. You be patient if you want to be. I won't tell you what to do. All right, so let's get your best outcome here, the best potential outcome. See what could be coming out of all of this work and effort coming in. Oh, yeah. So Virgo, I like this for you. We have the Ten of Cups, so outcome potential is very positive. And to me, that's whether you walk away from something negative, going towards something positive, repairing something to create this, or if you're on the horizon of something brand new, that is all super positive, because this is like, the whole deal. Like, remember that Four of Cups? It's like you're looking up in the sky like, I just want that one cup. Well, this isn't just one cup. This is all of the cups. This is the whole thing, the whole spread. So you get everything that you want, or at least, you know, everything that makes you feel pretty darn content, you know, that makes you feel pretty basically happy. Then on top of that, we have that Seven of Wands, and the reason I like this so much, Virgo, is because to me, the Seven of Wands is that card of standing your ground, feeling and knowing that you have the higher ground on something and that you do know what's right for you, that you're not willing to compromise so much to get this beautiful outcome. Absolutely. So let's pull some romance angels on this spread. I'm going to ask for 3, and this is going to be just extra messages, you know, from the archangels, also from the romance and love angels, all the spirits that are associated with love and relationship, and also potential messages from this person to you, whether you know them yet or not, Virgo. Yes. Ooh, so Virgo, oh, for all of those that are ready to walk away from something that's been damaging and you are just done. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Beautiful. So some of you will be doing that, but you know what? I feel that this is an energy to embody no matter what kind of relationship situation that we are in, because it's always time to, you know, take the control of, you know, filling our own cup, of bringing ourselves our own joy. Beautiful card to come out there. And look, you deserve love. You are lovable. You are worthy. The angels are really recognizing this, and they want you to see that so much about yourself, because like I said, Virgo, many times you do not give yourself the credit that you are due. You can be very, very hard on yourself. And so it's like that is a big message that you needed to hear. And then religious factors comes in. So, you know, this can be, you know, a difference in your partner, could be a religious difference, big age difference, you know, sexual difference, gender difference, you know, racial difference, that, you know, other people might be going, oh, you can't love them, they're not the right, you know, age or the right color or the right religion, and you know, so this is a challenge, right, for especially some, you know, if like you're getting into a new relationship and bringing in a new energy. Just keep an open mind, because there could be, you know, something very different about this person that is so drastically different and exceptional from anyone else that you have met before. So, woo, let's see what your affirmation is from the Making Magic deck. And we have the Star card, Virgo. Absolutely awesome. What a blessing on this reading. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity, which is positive chance encounters and happenings. So, Virgo, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope to be back with you again very soon. And I'm going to keep doing these relationship readings. This is the first time I've put them on YouTube, so I look forward to doing more of them with you soon. Take care.